good, YouTube? It's your boy, Curtis, aka Flex, come to you with another episode of Flex Diaries. Now with Flex Diaries, as you guys know, I like to, give you an up-close and personal idea on what things are going on with me in the current days and everything leading up to, as you guys know as well, my powerlifting meets or, just every day, here and there. Now, I just want to let you guys know, well, actually I'll break down a little story. Last week I went to the doctors. I like to do a yearly physical, going up. As you get older and older, you want to, make sure your body's right, body's tight, and, everything's functioning the way it is supposed to function, because again, that's, ultimately what we are trying to do is achieve is to have, a great personal, health, and making sure that not only things on the outside is looking and feeling right, you want to make sure everything on the inside is feeling right as well. So I went and I did my physical, and with this company, or with this doctor's office, or this clinic, you're able to actually get your results online. And I got my results online, and I saw a whole bunch of things that obviously made no sense at all. So, take into mind, when you see things that make no sense, who do you talk to? Obviously, you go and talk to your doctor. So I called up my doctor, and he said to come in and he'll explain to me, everything that is, happening. So I go into the, the doctor's office. This is going back from last, say, Thursday. I went to the doctors to do the blood test, and today is Thursday or Friday of the next week. So I went in to see the doctor, and the doctor said a few things. What did he say, Curtis? Well, he said that there's a few things that's going on with me. First of all, he said that my heart rate, or my heart pattern is a little bit low. Now, if you guys do or do not know, when you do work out, and the way we work out, our heart pressure, our blood pressure, our heart rate is going to be a little bit lower. I can't explain to you, and I won't be able to explain to you why. If I find out, the reason, I'll, make a subtitle, and so you guys will know. But for some reason, it actually plays a factor into, doing your checking your heart rate and everything. That's why most of these gyms actually have like a heart rate monitor and tester in most of the gyms, and even in your closest pharmacy and stuff, I believe they have one as well. Don't quote me on that, but most of them actually do, I believe. And so again, that was the first thing he said, was that my heart rate was pretty low. So I was like, okay, if that's normal for that, he said not to worry about it. That's great, and that's cool, that's dandy. Second thing he said that he saw was that my vitamin B12 level was high. Now, the regular rate that they expect your B12 level to be is about around in the 600s milligrams, or I can't tell you the exact measurements, but instead of the 600, my thing was double. It was at the 1200s. And of course, how can that happen? Multivitamins. Now, as you guys might or might not know, the multivitamins we take, yes, they do have their benefits, and it's good to have, take your vitamins like Hulk Hogan always said back in the day.
Train, say your prayers, eat your vitamins, be true to yourself, true to your country, be a real American. Whew.
Take your vitamins, say your prayers, etc., etc. But, what happens is that a lot of the multivitamins, they throw a lot of stuff in it, and when you're doing your test and you're doing your physical, you're doing your test in one of two ways. You're taking your blood, and you're giving a urine test. So take a guess where all that vitamin B12 was found. In your urine. So when you guys are actually taking these vitamins, take a guess where they're going. It's in your urine. So remember, when you're taking these vitamins, even though they're giving you a certain serving, you don't even need sometimes even the servings that they're actually recommending in the actual multivitamins that you're taking. So lesson learned for me: instead of taking the for example, what I was taking, the 2 servings, or not the 2 servings, but the serving asked for 2 tablets, I'm going to take 1 tablet, because obviously 2 tablets is giving me way too much more than I actually need. So I'm going to be actually taking one tablet now. And what else the doctor found out is that I have hemoglobin C. Now, y'all wondering, what is hemoglobin C? First of all, pump the brakes. No, it's not hepatitis C, which you guys would put that with AIDS and any other sexual transmitted disease. No, that is not what I said. I said hemoglobin C. Now, hemoglobin C is exactly this. I'll actually put a subtitle so you guys can see what exactly it is. And with hemoglobin C, it has actual traces of it, or it actually has symptoms of it, of anemia. Now, if any of you guys know what anemia is, it's actually when you have, it actually has many different levels of, or different types of anemia. I'll actually list them as well here. And for example, for the anemia that I have, it's a lack of iron. Now, isn't that a coincidence? Somebody that likes to lift iron and pump iron, has a lack of iron. So that being said, now my doctor said for the next 3 months I'm gonna have to take iron pills. So this here is Novo-Frolic, I don't know what it is, but basically it's an elemental iron pill that I would have to take for the next 3 months to see if it has any way of regulating my blood back to what it needs to be. Now, again, I'll put the example of what the hemoglobin thing is. It's all about in your red blood cells, and it's basically has to do with that, and take that for what it is. If I find out more information about it, trust me, I have no problem letting you guys know about it. But apparently, in a lot of African American men, not just men, so I take that back, and most African American people, hemoglobin C is a huge trait, and unfortunately, again, that is something that I'm going to have to deal with, and that is out there. So again, I have a low iron thing, so they say that there are certain things you can eat and take to, regulate that more than just take the actual iron pills. So what I'm going to do is, one of the things that they actually say is to eat a lot more greens. I already eat a lot of greens anyways, but I'm going to add some more greens into my diet, and that's hopefully, something that I'm going to be doing there. And basically, again, that's a little breakdown of what exactly is going on with me here. Now, as you guys know, today is the 7th of July. I'm basically a month out from doing my powerlifting meet. Now, if you might wonder, how you're going to be taking something, and you have to go and do your powerlifting meet. I'm not too sure. I'm going to actually check and make sure that this is not a banned substance or banned anything, so I'm actually able to actually take this and be able to still perform it and compete in the powerlifting meet. Again, I'll let you guys know in any future future videos if something does counter exactly what I'm trying to do. But again, I just wanted to make this version, or this video, and make this actual episode of Flex Diaries, just to give you an idea of what's going on with me right now, and hopefully I'm giving you guys some kind of information on not only from my perspective, but if you're having any feelings or symptoms of hemoglobin C. I'll actually write down the symptoms here. Go check out your doctor, and please just go and do a physical. Physical is so needed. It's not just for the rich, not for the poor. It's for your health. Your health is number one. No matter what the situation is, make sure you get yourself checked. Male, female, children. You don't necessarily need to when you're a child, but at least once a year, get yourself checked. So anyways, guys, I hope that you like this video. If you actually like this video, make sure you hit that like button. If you have any questions or something you want to ask me about hemoglobin C or anything health related, make sure you comment in the comment section. If you like my channel, you like some of the things that and information I'm bringing to you, make sure you subscribe if this is actually as well your first time checking out my channel. Make sure you subscribe and make sure you share not just this video, because again this is a very important video, but not just this video but all my content. Share with as many people as possible, and hopefully we can make something bigger than you've ever seen before. So again, please make sure you like, comment, subscribe, share, and suggest. And always remember, guys, at the end of the day, to flex them guns. Bullet.
Tell me pretty lies, look me in the face. Tell me that you love me, even if it's fake.